6 days left till the release of Tower of Fantasy, and I'm finally talking about matrices. It's called Matrix with the X pronunciation, not Matrices. You know the drill with Zackie-Senpai, we always go with the basics first. The reason why I did not mention about these videos earlier because, well, a lot of people are making it, so if you want to hear my opinion, you'll have to go through the basics and then I will be ranking them at the end of the videos. Every weapon has 4 slots that you can equip the matrices. These matrices are divided to 4, which is Mind, which increases your critical and all your elemental attack, Memory, which increases your HP and all your elemental attack, Belief, your HP and elemental attack as well, and then we have the Emotion. All your elemental resistance and elemental attack increases from here. But if you are an F2P, just slap everything and be grateful like me, because honestly in the CN server, I did not prioritize whaling or saving for the matrices because weapons are actually way more fun. But matrices are actually benefit a lot. But please keep in mind that matrices does not affect in ranked PvP, only the open world unranked PvP, and of course your PvE. Aside from giving you extra stat, these matrices give you effect depending on the condition that is met and how often you limit break them. Now there are a total of 4 rarities, which is green, blue and purple. Matrices require 3 of the same matrices in order to trigger their effect, and they're actually really easy to get, so I will not mention how to get them. While the gold one, which is the XSR matrix, requires at least 2 for their first effect or 4 for their second effect. So as you can see right here, if you want the first effect, you need to have at least 2 copies of them, while 4 effect for the second effect. This effect will only stay with the weapons. For example, if I equip Karasuma matrices to Saki weapon, it will only provide critical damage when I use Saki's weapon. If I swap to Freak, I will have other weapons equipped with matrices effect. It's a bit quite... Let's just say if you equip that matrices to that weapon, it only stays with that weapon. You can also limit break your matrices with dupes to 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star. First copy will be 0 star, your second copy will be 1 star, and your third copy with 2 star, and fourth copy 3 star. By raising the star, you will also increase the effect of the matrices. For example, if I have 2 2-star Karasuma, I will unlock the third increment of the stat. As you can see right here, it's grayed out because I am at 0 star. Now, how to get matrices? The most common way to get matrices is of course through gacha. I assume you have already watched my videos regarding the gacha, so I will talk about the part I missed out, where you'll be able to get the gacha currency from World Exploration achievement, as well as, if rumors are right, and we are getting 2.0 very soon, Miroria has a F2P gacha system machine right there, which requires you to use some new currency you obtain by exploring the world. Now this currency that you're looking right here, it's actually F2P where you get them sometimes from reward, from exploring the world, or maybe using real money if I'm not mistaken. So you'll be using this to try to get, well, the gacha currency to pull for matrices, but sometimes in those gacha systems there is also matrices like the standard banner one, so you have a chance of getting them as well. And as you pull, the machine will have less reward and you're closer to actually getting those gacha, getting those matrices or even the gacha currency. World Boss also provide SSR matrices, but just like SSR weapon, the chances are very slim, but I did obtain some. Aside from that, we also have our dungeon runs such as Joint Operation and Void Rift will give you some as well. Leveling up your suppressor, which is kind of like your Statue of 7, but you kept it in your pocket, will also give you some Shiro SSR matrices, which no one really use often. And you can also get guaranteed SSR matrices from the gacha system if you did at least 80 pulls on the standard banner or the radar banner. Now I'm gonna explain this a little bit more detail because I think this is a mistake that everyone needs to avoid. In a standard banner, unlike weapon, which you need 1 copy at least to redeem for dupes, you can actually redeem for SSR matrices that you never have. Like for example, in the weapons, I never got Cobalt B. I can never redeem her weapon unless I got it once from the gacha. However, for matrices, you can actually get them without even getting any of the first. And aside from that, you can also choose in between mind, belief, and emotion or whatever. Though I am not sure if in the future, if they add new characters to the standard banner, like Saki, Fuwa, or Ruby, will they add their matrices as well? But if they do, and I highly think they will, then the game will be at least latecomer friendly. But in China server, they did add Cobalt B and Claudia matrices because I think Global is gonna skip them again. I mentioned it. But maybe we'll see that Saki, Fuwa, and Ruby matrices will also get added. As for the radar banner, this is a little complicated and I will tell you how to maximize your effort as a small spender dolphin or an FTP. So I will go unscripted for a while. So for the rate up matrices, I will include the weapon to talk it in a more clearer way. So if you just want the rate up matrices, you do not want the weapon, this will not be relevant for you. So I will refer to those who want the weapon as well as the matrices. So let's say for example, if I want Lyra, but I already got Lyra at perhaps 60 pulls. Now if I do 60 pulls, I have this 60 red tokens, right? So if I have this 60 red token and I already got the weapon, I will be allowed to redeem for a matrix select, and it will cost 50. And keep in mind that you can only select this once, so don't do another 50 pulls. Okay, understand? So the keyword here is you can only redeem this box once. And if once you select it, do not pick it first. You want to go to the matrices because you want the matrix, right? So you're gonna be trying to pull. Let's say the guarantee is at 80, right? So the guarantee is at 80. Let's say you get it a guarantee at 60 and you win the pity. It's a 50-50. You win the pity. It's going to be random in between mind, memory, emotion, as well as belief. So either way, it's going to be random. Now that it's random, you are guaranteed to be able to pick using this box for either of the belief, emotions, or mind, anything. So this is the best way when it comes to rate up and limited matrices. So the keyword here is do not pull this 100 pulls. You can only redeem this once, and once you got this box, do not pick it first. Do a random first, and once you get it, if you win, then you'll be able to pick it. If you lose, you're not gonna go through the guarantee as well. So there you go. Alright, now that the top things are out, I'm gonna talk about all this and basically just give my opinion because ranking them would be really bad. So for 0, 2-piece, upon using a shield discharge, which means your ultimate, switch to the current weapon, gain a shield equal to, depending on the level, perhaps 120% because we're cheap people, of attack for 4 seconds. 4 seconds is actually not a lot, so I think sometimes you don't even be able to trigger this, so it's actually quite useless. While 4-piece, while the shield is activated, you and your teammate deals 16, 20, and more damage. So actually you want 4 pieces. Not really just 2 pieces. Is 4 seconds is a close window, so I would not recommend. So over here we got Subasa 2-piece set, increased damage dealt by 10 up to 17 when there are no enemies within. So this is much more for people who are ranged. I think there are no enemies within 4 meters, so you have to have no enemies near you. So characters like Subasa, Nemesis, this is more of a range, and this could be actually useful if you're using Ling weapon, which is also a range weapon, so that's actually pretty good. I would rate this at a A+ or even S. So for the 4-piece, upon a headshot, so this is gonna be more to the heal that weapon and overall, or maybe Cobalt B, so Lings cannot work here. So 4-piece headshot is actually quite impossible, like sometimes bosses move around. If they don't move around, it's a bonus, so 2-piece is actually quite enough for Subasa. Shiro is actually very free to get them a lot, so 2-piece set, increase both damage and shatter to target with more than 50 HP. So after less than 50%, this is actually quite useless, so it's really up to you. If you have her, just use her. If you don't have anything else, just use her, right? So upon 4-piece, upon entering battle, gain, okay, this is not very useful. So damage boost for 20 seconds, resets 5 seconds after. Okay, so it's only for 7 seconds. So it's a really useless for boss fight. But if you enter the next battle, then it could be useful. But this is for mobs, not for boss fight. So this is actually very But 20% is actually quite a lot. 20 to 35% is really a lot considering she's free and you get 4-piece from the suppressor. So if you can clear the boss within 20 seconds, that would be awesome, but most likely unlikely. Sami, increase damage progressively by 1% upon hitting a target, stack up to... Okay, so Sami is actually pretty good. Increase damage progressively by 1% upon hitting a target, so the more you hit, it stacks up to 10 if you're a cheap person, 20 if you're a whale, lasts for 1.5 seconds. So the faster damage you do, the more you get. So this is actually quite good, but not as good as Subasa, I think. So I would really just B+ or something like that. For 4 set is more to Samir alone. Increase dual EM stars electrical explosion. This is more to her, if I'm not mistaken, her skill or her AoE. So this is more to Samir and it goes up to 16% to 14%. So if you want a main Samir, I think 4-piece is actually really good and you get a lot of them from the Emulator. Sakifua, another one from the future, we don't know about this. So while Ice Resonance is activated, so you have to equip at least, you have to have Sakifua of course. Every 3 seconds, deal 60%, 100, okay, this is actually a lot, 60% of ice attack. Every 3 seconds, you know. Ice attack to enemies within 10 meters and apply 1 stack of frost, 5% slowing effect. Oh my god, this is really good. I should try to get her, but it's because I made that mistake, I wasn't able to get her, so make sure you don't make the same mistake as me. Freeze the target for 3 seconds and the target will take 12% more ice. This is actually really good. So this is really good for if you're fighting boss that is weak to ice. 4-piece, attack the target 10 times to add a 12-second frozen mark, increasing your ice damage again against the target. Oh my god. This effect. Okay, so 2-piece is enough. 4-piece is really strong, but 2-piece is honestly enough. This is more for ice main as well as boss that is weak to ice, right? Ruby, after using the weapon skill, flame attack. Okay, after using a skill, your flame attacks increase for 25 seconds. Again, a very big window. There's no cooldown. The effect works in the background, meaning if you switch between weapon, it will work. And if multiple sets are used, the highest star set will take effect. Oh, okay. So this is depending on the weapon. Like for example, my Freak is 3-star. Not my Freak. My Ruby's weapon is 3-star. This will work on Ruby's weapon more. So it will take away the effect. So this is actually very strong. So 4-piece, after releasing the weapon skill, gain mastery for 15 seconds, cooldown 15 seconds while mastery is activated, successful basic attack increase. Okay, another increased flame, but not so much. So I think 2 is enough. So really we just focus on 2, but the 4 is actually, there's a little window compared to Saki Fuwa. I think Saki 4 set is better. Okay, Nemesis, considering she is the first banner global we'll be having, so what she does with 2-piece is when healing a target, the heal target wolf's attack is increased. So this is more to a group of people that's using Thunder element. Is increased by 15 to 25 for 20 seconds. That is awesome. So I don't think the effect does not stack. Okay, and only the highest level will take effect when using multiple sets. Highest effect, highest level, meaning your highest comrade. Is that it? Okay, I cannot test it out. Usually I test my things out before I present it. When healing yourself or your own electrodes, the heal target gains a chance to lightning strike the next attack. Okay, this is actually quite useful, but again, more damage. So if you prioritize more of a healer, I don't recommend you to go for. But since healer also builds attack stat, like this could be useful, but I don't know. Two set is actually decent already. Okay, Mario is a little bit different in China and global. So 2-piece, if HP is less than 30% after being attacked, gain a shield. So almost die. What if the boss one-shot decided you have a shield for at least 10 seconds and has a cooldown of 2 minutes? So you need to be careful while that 2 minutes cooldown. So 4-piece, so it's only working on Mario, increase her whirlwind damage, which means her spinning damage, by the percentage as you've seen, and restore HP equal to the percentage as you've seen of the damage dealt while whirlwind is active. So it's more like a lifesteal. The maximum HP restored every 0.5 seconds cannot exceed. Okay, so basically what I understand is lifesteal, and if you want to go for Mario, this could be worth it, but there are other things if you want to play as tanker. Okay, Mark is a CN collab, so we don't know if he comes. Attacking an enemy, add a life shield to all teammates, so this is more of a tank of your current HP, 15% of your current HP. That's awesome. That if you never lose HP, so that's awesome. Lasting 15 seconds and resetting after leaving combat for 10 seconds. So you can only activate this once, and you want to enter the combat after 10 seconds in order to trigger again. So it's a one-time. So this shield combines with other shield. Okay, from what I understand, this shield combines with other shield. When the shield is activated, damage received is reduced by, okay, for 15 seconds. So there's a 15 seconds window. So I don't recommend this, considering you can only activate once and you have to get out of battle and in again. So let's see 4-piece. When life shields are obtained from any source, increase your attack by any percentage. Okay, life shield. Okay, activate that. Teammates attack by 4. Okay, another 15 seconds. Is this a one-time? Is this effect on? Okay, it's only 15 seconds up to 3 stacks. So this is not a one-time. So 4-piece is viable, but again, 4-piece is very expensive. So King, when a target is shattered, grant the 8%, let's focus on 8 damage boost for 25 seconds. This is actually really good. The moment you break their shield, because King also has a shield breaking, and also Mario, only the highest level is applied. Okay, but again, 25 seconds is really good. And when there are 4-piece, there are more than 2 enemies around, hit restores. This is more to King's bond, so I will recommend it for King's main. If you equip his Simulacra, damage dealt upon attacking, the maximum HP restore every 0 point must not exceed. Okay, so this is more to, it will pair better, more of a lifesteal. So King Simulacra with this for set is actually more better for tanker. Hooma, 2-piece set, hitting target with dodge skill inflicts bleed. So if you use your Freak, this could be useful for Freak. This could be useful for Hooma because she's stunned, dealing damage equal to 26% attack for 5 seconds. So if you dash and attack again, this is gonna hurt so bad. 4-piece, reduce attack of all target within 8 meters. So any target that's within 8 meters will reduce their attack. This is more for tankers, alright? So Hooma is really good for tanker. Freak, when switching from ice weapon to ice, when switching from ice weapon to ice weapon, ice attack is increased Now this is very good with Sakifua. Like if you equip 2 pieces of this and 2 pieces of Sakifua, this is so painful for 10 seconds. This effect works in the background, and if multiple sets are used, again the highest rarity. Let's take a look at 4-star. When you need freak weapon at 4-star using the frozen ice AoE. Enemies within the domain take 60 up to 100 of. Oh my god. Okay, I will do only 2 pieces with Sakifua. I will not do 4. This is very expensive. Okay, Crow. 2-piece set. Now Crow is literally the best for DPS class. Increase critical damage to target with less than 60% HP by blah 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 blah. And 4-piece actually gives you a damage over time by 30%, let's say, or 18% of attack every 5 seconds. Does not stack, so this is get 4-star. If you can get Crow 4-star. Coco Reader is more of a healing, increase healing capability and healing receive. And then when you have 4-piece, when you or your teammates are healed, increase attack for 2 seconds. So that's 2 seconds only. But if you keep healing them, then they're gonna keep having it. They never state there's a cooldown, so I assume it's like that. Cobalt is more for fire element, but any element can use them. Like for example, physical can use them, but you can still burn them. If you use ice weapon, you can still burn people, except you're not building those elemental attack for this fire element, so you will not benefit. So let's take a look at 2-piece set. Restore 1 dodge every 4 dodges. Oh, that's so good. Okay, dodge attack adds burn to the target, dealing up to the elemental attack of burning. It will not work for ice element, it will not work for physical or even wall, so you have to build fire damage to trigger this even more painful for 10 seconds. Now again, fire is very strong when it comes to damage over time, and PvE very useful. 4-piece set, increase damage by blah 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 to the target. So anyone with a normal set status like burn or frozen, they will receive more, but mainly burning is way benefit from this. Claudia, increase damage by 13% when hitting a target mid-air. So this is more for mid-air, I mentioned it before. Reset double jump upon hitting the target. Oh, after hitting the target, you can double jump again? That is so good. 4-piece set, hitting an enemy with a skill reduces the cooldown of all weapon skill by... Oh, this is actually very good. Because physical class already has a very low cooldown, so if you equip 4 set, this is going to be insane. And increase the damage of Discharge skill up to 36% for 15 seconds. If you have like 2 ultimates, this is gonna hit like a truck. This is very good. This is very good for aerial combat for 2-piece, and ultimates actually really good too. We got Bayuki, which is another one that's only China exclusive as of now. If you have 200 to blah 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 charge when switching this weapon, use 200 charge to gain attack boost for... Okay, this is okay, cooldown 5 seconds. I really don't know. I really don't know about this. I will skip this. I don't know about this. It seems like it takes away your charge and add it to the attack, so you will reduce charge. But if you have a really good charge, you might be able to add charge up. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Zackie-Senpai here, and hey, this is a gaming channel.